my real estate license, and today's video is pretty much telling you the process of how I got my real estate license for the state of North Carolina. In case you have been thinking about doing the same, I hope this video inspires you and encourages you to go ahead and take action. So I have just 10 steps for the entire process. I'm kind of sort of still in the middle, well, towards the last ending phases of the process, but I wanted to go ahead and spill the beans. So let's get into this video though. Step number one is to make a decision and commit. When you have something that you have been wanting to do for a long time, don't just talk about it, you got to be about it. You know, so oftentimes we just continue to talk about our ideas instead of taking the proper steps, and baby steps is better than no steps. So just keep that in mind. First thing first, make a decision. Number two, you want to find a real estate school that you feel that you could thrive in and be comfortable in. What was important to me has high passing grades, like for the real estate broker state board exam. I also, when I was searching of places in the area, I wanted to find something that was close to my home, and also good ratings as well. Search them on Google. Google be spilling the tea. So search them on Google and research them. Like, find out what other students were saying about their class. That would be really helpful to you. Also, after you enroll in your class, I am very kind of like stalkerish. I researched the school, I researched their Google, I even found a Facebook page. And the school that I chose to go with was called Go School. I'll put that in the link. And this is for the state of North Carolina once again. And my experience with them was like A1. Like, it was a great school to be a part of. And I'm glad that I chose that school to receive my learning from. Step number three. You better have your pockets ready because, hunty, the class is expensive. Yes. I believe I paid $425 to enroll in the class, and yeah, not including the book, the online book. I can't even remember how much that was. I believe it was like $50 to $75. So that's already like a $500 investment, but it's an investment in your future. So you gotta spend money to make money. Number 4, we must be in attendance for 90 hours. It is a 90-hour course, so if you don't have the time or if you're stretched too thin, you need to make time or find some balance in your life or a time when you can actually commit the course, because if you miss a certain amount of classes, you will automatically fail. My classes were on the weekends. It was perfect. It was actually online because it took place during COVID-19 and us being in quarantine. So my classes were Saturday and Sunday mornings from, I believe, 9 until 2, I want to say. And then Monday evenings from 6 until 9. So that was perfect for me. Like, it took about a month and a half, I think, to complete all the 90 hours, but it was perfect schedule. Make sure when you're enrolling in your class, you get something that works with your schedule. If you're not a morning person, don't sign up for a morning class. If you're an evening person and you know you thrive in the evening, that's what I would recommend that you sign up for. Number five, you actually want to pass the class. I know that's like a simple, easy step, but seriously, like, you have to pass the class to move on to the next step, which means you need to be studying. I study all the time. I study in the shower. I study while cleaning up, while washing dishes, in the morning, in the night, in the evening, like all the time. And you don't have to just study by reading. There's plenty YouTube videos that you can watch. If you have AirPods, I recommend using those till it's full effect. Putting those in your ear and just listen to the lectures over and over and over. I listened to this guy named Travis Everett. I will drop his name in the comments below. And y'all, he was dropping gems, knowledge on me 24/7. Sometimes I would even fall asleep with the AirPods in my ears. So find somebody on YouTube that you can listen to and that you like their aura, their vibe, and just continue to listen. There's plenty other resources on YouTube. There's Real Estate Prep Agent. My instructor was Candace Ellis. She has like really great math videos for the real estate portion. And yeah, there's a lot of people. So pass class, that's step number 5. Step number 6, something that I did not do that I wish I would have done, is go ahead and initiate your background check a little bit prior to actually taking the final exam for your 90-hour course, because depending on how many states you've lived in and how many addresses you've lived in, your background check can take a very long time to come back. Mine's did. I don't know why. I don't know if it was COVID-19. I guess I lived in quite a few addresses, and I even moved to Virginia at one point. But if you I got a brain fart. If you initiate your background check 2 to 3 weeks prior to you actually passing an exam, then as soon as you pass, you already have it, and you can move on to step number, let me look at my notes. You can move on to step number 7. So highly recommend that. Also, the background check is about $25. It could be more if you have a lot of stuff going on with you. Like if you was like military, you move like around a lot, it can cost more, but mine was about $25. Step number 7, you want to register for the NC State board exam for the state of North Carolina, and you do this on the NC Real Estate Commission website. The application shouldn't take long, but it does take time to process. I believe like 7 to 14 days, if I'm not mistaken. I got a lot of dates in my head, but I believe it was 7 to 14 days. Mine took like 2 weeks, and then they give you the okay that is so that they receive your background check and that you can actually sign up to take the exam. So a part of step number 7, registering for the exam, you have to find the testing center, the date, the time. I believe have 2 valid forms of ID, and you cannot bring anything into the testing center but a calculator. And it can't be like a TI-83, one of those fancy calculators. It literally had to be a simple calculator like this. Simple. Next, you want to arrive 20 to 30 minutes early to your testing site. I honestly recommend like 45 minutes and sit in the parking lot in case you have trouble, because some of these buildings are hard to find. Sometimes it's suite numbers, sometimes it's like in a weird spot. So you need to arrive early, because if you arrive late, they will not let you take your exam. Sorry guys, that was my husband. And so yeah, on exam day, you can't have anything in the testing centers. All you can have is your little old handy dandy calculator. They will provide you with a pencil and computer paper where you can do your math and like jot down notes, but that's pretty much it. Everything is online. It is a proctor exam, and you like sit in these cubbies, and they have like little earmuffs in case you get easily distracted. So yeah. Step number 9 is exciting. If you get the passing grade, yay for you. I did first time. I was so excited because I did not know if I was going to get passing or not. And step number 9 is pretty much they'll like give you 2 printouts that you pass, the national part and the state part, but then they send you a official letter from the NC Real Estate Commission that you officially passed, and like your license and whatnot. And that can take another like 7 to 14 days. So a lot of this stuff is like I don't want to say it's like lengthy process. So that's what I'm currently waiting on, which is why I say I'm almost to the finish line, but not yet, because I'm waiting on my letter, and then I'm waiting on step number 10, which I will tell you guys about now. So step number 10 is the exciting part. I haven't yet started, but I know kind of like what's to do. It probably will be another video so I can give you more like advice. Step number 10 is you find a broker to list with, or like an agency to work under, because technically you are, how do I say this? Technically, you are inactive as a provisional broker until you list or work with, have like a broker in charge to supervise you. So you have to list with the agency. That's step number 10. And that's what I'm so excited for. I gotta do all my research on all the companies that are close to me and what they have to offer. I'm gonna be looking for what kind of resources do they have for new agents, like what kind of training do they have, how big is the company, how many agents do they have, how many listings do they have. So I'm so excited, and I'll keep you guys updated. So that is pretty much it for getting your North Carolina real estate broker license. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I'll keep you guys updated through the process as I continue to move through it and down the line. If you have any tips, if you already have your broker license for the state of North Carolina, feel free to also comment below advice for newcomers who are looking to get their license. It is very challenging, so you better have the time to study. And yeah, that's all I have for you. I'll see you guys in the next video.